Hi everyone, so I've seen a lot of these cross cards, obviously for Easter. Now I did do one of the designs I did do a while ago, and I'll try and link that either in the description below or up in the top corner if I can find it. So I did do one, but yeah, I've seen a few different versions of this, so I thought let's do something different. So I haven't seen this one done exactly like this. I've seen versions that usually have bits coming out the side, or the different to this anyway. But I thought we've already done this card before, and again I'll try and link that at some point somewhere. But I just thought if we just add the cross piece on, you've got yourself an Easter card. And it folds down flat like that to fit in an envelope for a 5x7 card. You've got space on the back to write, so you can stamp your little message or whatever, or write a greeting. And yeah, I just think it's really cute. I just think you could do quite a lot with this. You could almost have like a, like an empty, the whole like tomb, empty tomb, stone rolled away. You could have a "He is risen" on the front. Yeah, there's lots you could do. So that's what I've done. So the papers that I've used on this are my Mum's the Word pack. This is available as a digital kit over on DRK Crafts. It's also available as a paper pad on Amazon. So go and check those out. The dies that I've used for the Happy and Easter, they're from two different sets from In Love Art Shop. So the Happy, and it had a different kind of Easter, like a tiny little Easter. That was one set. And then this Easter had another Happy, which was a bit bigger, I think. But anyway, I'll try and link, if they still have them, I'll try and link them in the description below. But yeah, thought it was really nice. Just quite a cute little, nice pastels, nice and pale, and nice, and it folds nice and flat. And I've deliberately added silicone glue behind this circle so that it's not too chunky. I could still post this in the UK for a normal postage because it folds down so nice and flat. So yes, I hope you enjoy it, and let's get into it. Okay, so for the main piece of card you need a base piece that is 7 by 10 3/4. Now I've got single-sided card here, which is going to be interesting, so I just need to remember which way I'm doing it. Because of the way it curls round, I kind of need to score, I need to kind of score on the back, I think. Don't score on the back? No, I need to score on this side. I need to score on this side. So we are going to score at 5 inches, at 6.5, at 8, and at 9.5. And then we're going to mountain fold all of these score lines. Okay, so you should end up with that. Now, but as I said, I want this kind of, this is like it looks grey on the screen, but it's actually kind of like a lilac, like a dusky lilac in real life. Now, because obviously that means this is going to be white, I also need another piece of card, and obviously you won't necessarily need this. If you're using double-sided base card, then you won't need it. If you're using single-sided, then you'll just need another piece that's 3.5 by 7, and you're just going to go ahead, and that is going to stick on there like that. And I would go ahead and stick this down first before you proceed with doing any other bits. Okay, so if you needed to do that, then once you've done that, what you need to do is turn this over, and on the back here you need one matte piece that is 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, and one white piece, which is where you're going to put your message, which is 4.5 by 6.5. So I'm going to go ahead and stick these down. I haven't actually stamped my greeting yet, but that's fine. I might just stick something else on or stamp it later. Okay, so next up you're going to need one piece of mat that is 3 1/4 by 6 3/4, and one piece of pattern that's 3 by 6.5, and you want to go ahead and stick that onto that piece there. And then you're also going to need 3 matte pieces that are 1 1/4 by 6 3/4, and 3 pattern pieces that are 1 inch by 6.5. So I'm going to go ahead and stick those down as well. Okay, so we're looking at the back of our card at the moment. So what you want to do is take your 3 strips, and they are going to go on there, and on there. Not on this piece here. This is the only piece that doesn't get one. So you just need to stick those 3 down onto there. Okay, so once you've done that, what you want to do is, so if you fold it along, so first score line, second score line, fold on the second score line, and then you're going to put some glue or red tape onto this blank panel here. And then what you want to do is take your card and literally just shut it onto that section. So if we turn it over, it'll look like that. So you'll have two columns and then your back panel. And then when you're sure that's dry, you can stand it up, and that is what makes your cross. Now you can see the back of the tab there slightly. I deliberately made it so that it's not the same as all these sides, because then it's not going to bump into that score line. So I just took a tiny bit, like a 1/4 of an inch off, just so that then you'd have, you know, enough, it would fit fine. You're not going to have any problems with it bumping up and not folding. So next up, what you want to do is take a base piece that is 1.5 by 4.5, a mat piece that's 1.25 by 4.25, and a pattern piece that's 1 inch by 4 inch, and you want to layer these 3 all on top of each other. So once you've done that and you've stuck this on, this is going to go on your main pillar here. Now, you just want to make sure that when you fold it down like that, this edge doesn't go over the edge. In fact, this edge needs to just kind of line up with the edge. As far as how far down you want to come, you can just eye it. You can either come down 1.5, or you can come down, I think on my little sample that I made, this one here, I came down about 1 3/4, which looks about right. So that's a little bit low, probably about there. And then what I would do is I would probably get a pencil and just draw a little line so you know roughly where your card needs to be. And then you want to go ahead and stick that down, either red tape or glue, wet glue, something strong, because obviously this is a piece, you don't want it to be disappearing off anywhere. And I'm going to take my crossbar, line it up with the pencil lines, and also line it up with the side, and just stick it on, making sure it's nice and straight. Okay, so once you've done that, you will find that it does stand up nicely, stands up fine, and obviously it folds flat fine. And then you can just decorate it how you want to decorate it. So I decided, I saw online quite a lot of these types of cards tend to have like a circle in the middle, and I quite like that look, and it also hides up any kind of little problems, hides up your little pencil marks. So I've just die cut out a little frilled circle. This was actually a first edition nesting die set from years ago, and then I had a nesting circle set which I just cut out a cream piece, and then this Happy and Easter, they're actually from different sets, so they're still both from Happy Easter sets, but they're from In Love Art Shop. So what I'll try and do is, if they're still available, because this is quite a while ago that I got these, if they're still available, I'll link them down in the description below. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to add that onto there, and I think I might, I could add pads, but because I want to post this, and up till now it is quite flat, I think I might just stick it straight on. So, in fact, actually, I might use a bit of silicone gel. If I use a bit of silicone glue, then I can give it a little bit of height without making it, you know, really too much. And there you have your finished card. So really nice and easy to do. You could whack a few of these out, really. You've obviously got space on the back to write. Yeah, I just think it's really nice. I've done this card before, but I just really like it. So anyway, don't forget to go and check out my Mum's the Word paper pack, which is available as a digital kit over on DRK Crafts. It's also available on Etsy, I believe. And it is also available as a paper pad over on Amazon as well. I'll put all the links in the description below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!